responsible for transformation of energy not only in the human body, not only in the prana of the energy of the other living organism. It is also responsible for activating every physical state of matter, whether it is in life or non-life. So to transfer you need a transformating wave, that is the ultimate energy, to be hooked up to the variable energy called as the mind. So the ultimate energy and the variable energy joined together to form what is called as the change of state in the world. So the creation has come on account of a permanent energy called as A variable energy is what is called as Ma, and these two have joined together. The joining together means there must be a motion between the Paramatma and the variable energy to vary it. The variable energy is what is called as wooing the energy. The Paramatma wooed the energy of the mind. Wooing is always represented by a sound called as woo. As such, Akara, Paramatma, Ukara, the wooing, Makara, the manas or the mind, created the universe. So the creation of the universe has taken place on account of Akara, Ukara and the Makara. Makara being the variable energy, right from infinite to the lowest state. As such, the Akara, Ukara, Makara is the creation or the prana or the energy flow of the universe. So the energy flow of the universe can also be expressed in terms of sound. Since energy can be transformed from one form to another, as such the transformation of energy in the universe has come on account of Akara and the Ukara, which is a descending energy represented in sound is what is called as Om. So Om is the creation of the universe. Om is the creation of every particle in the universe. Om is the creation of the solar system. Om is the creation of the human body. Om is the creator in which the whole life has come into existence. So it means every creation has come on account of an energy represented in the sound syllabi as Om. So Om is the root cause of the creation. So we can also say on account of the Om, the creation has been done. Om is a descending energy. How to visualize this descending energy and its functions is again one aspect that is to be seen. The speciality of the human body is it has been no doubt been created by the Om. But what happens is the man again with the help of the Makara, that is the mind, he can convert his physical matter, that is the lowest state of matter called as solid, to an ultimate state what is called as Paramatma. It means the man has got a two-way operation. One is working below velocity of light, working with the state of the matter for the creation and to be with the creation, and also to be with the creator. He can ascend and move up. So there are two types of energy flow from in the man. One is called as the descending energy, the other one is called as ascending energy. The descending energy creates the creation of the body, and to meet the creator we go for the ascending energy. That ascending energy is what is called as pranava. So the man operates with two energy. One is coming down the path to be with the body is Om, and from the body to the ultimate is what is called as pranava. So two transformations are possible. In the transformation there is a mid-state. That mid-state is nothing but the sun or the Atman. So from the Atman to Paramatman he is beyond velocity of light, and from Atman to the physical body he is below velocity of light or at par with the velocity of light. So the man operates with two different velocities. The creation comes when we operate from the soul to the physical body, that is from the sun, the broken nucleus to the nucleus intact. When you operate in that direction, the creation comes. So, but the creation comes on account of mind participating in this alteration. So, the creation comes on account of particle of matter in the light. That is the basic matter that exists for the whole of the universe. So, the basic particle of matter, as we study in the wave and particle theory, it is that particle that has created the whole solar system. The earth is basically consists of this particle of matter. That particle of matter which comes from the light is the root of the creation also. That is for any object to come. The particle of matter is what is called as Va. In sound it is expressed as Va. Va means Vastu, particle of matter in the light. The energy of the light is what is called as Ra. So the universe runs with Va and Ra, that is called as Vara. It is the change of state of matter, is the change that you visualize in the universe. As such, the Va gets altered. To alter you need a time. Any material whose velocity is less than the velocity of light gets altered and its states goes on varying. This variation of time is called as Antara, or the space of time, or it is also called as space, because when you want to keep a step you are keeping a space. As distance you are covering over two different points, which is called as a space. As such, over the Antara you are covering these distances. So the material change comes on account of Antara. All changes is possible because there is one variable energy which is called as the mind. As such, the mind is responsible for bringing all changes in the physical body, the physical universe, the physical earth. Everything comes on account of that. And that one which brings the changes in the physical state of the earthly matter is called as Man means mind, Va means particle of matter, Antara means the space or the duration of the time. This is called as Man plus Va plus Antara. It is called as Manvantara. So the creation has come on account of Manvantara. It is not a big bang. So over a period of time in the mind there are changes. Consequently, these changes has brought the earth to existence. The earth has come into existence because the earthly body is operated with the mind. Consequently, all changes in the earthly body or all changes in the earth is brought by the moon in the physical solar system or the mind in the physical body. So the changes is basically on account of the moon, and that too over a period of time. So the evolvement of the earth has come on account of the moon. But for the moon to operate you need an energy. That energy is on account of the sun. As we have studied in the first class, that my mother is the earth, my father is the ozone, my grandfather is the sun, my grandmother is the moon. So it means the same theory holds good. My father and mother brought me and the living organism. My father and the mother took birth on account of their father and mother. Their father and mother happens to be my grandfather and my grandmother, who happens to be the sun and the moon. As such, the sun and the moon is responsible for the evolvement of the earth and nobody else. The earth has not come on account of an explosion, but it has come on account of what we must say as an evolution, not an explosion. So the explosion theory is to be taken out and the evolvement of an object is to be told how the body evolved. That is why we say the universe is evolved, the earth is evolved, not an explosion. It has not come into this state. So if there is an evolution, there must be changes in the physical state of an atom. As we are all aware, the earth is a nucleus intact, but electrons are different configuration. When the electrons are close to the nucleus, it is called solid. A solid material will be there. When the electrons are little farther, it will be a fluid. The last one is when the electron is a different configuration, this becomes a plasma or an electrically charged material, creating an electromagnetic field.